What is up, everyone? It is Cody here with the Kubicon Jeep and the final episode of the Jeep TJ 1-ton build. Behind these doors is the finished product of the Kubicon Jeep. And in just a few seconds, I'm going to show you guys every single detail on the Jeep. You don't want to miss this. What's up, everyone? If you guys are watching this, then you're watching episode 1 of the Jeep TJ 1-ton swap build. So we have the TJ here and what the TJ will be. What is up, everyone? It's Cody here, and we are on the next episode of the Jeep saga. What's up, YouTube? It's Cody with Kubicon. We're back. All right, guys, starting out, we have a 2000 Jeep Wrangler TJ Sport 4.0 liter NV3550. Long story, engine blew. It has an 04 engine and trans. That's why it's got a 3550. But here we are, 2000 Jeep Wrangler TJ. It was my first vehicle ever. I've had it since I was 13 years old. It's been 17 years in its newest form. This build took 3 years, a ton of money, and a ton of time. We're so happy with how it turned out. So let's get started. We're just gonna work front to back, trying to hit everything. I'm sure I'll miss some stuff, but it is what it is. So up front, we've got a Motobilt Crusher bumper, beautiful bumper, absolutely love it. Super winch, 12,000 pound winch, it's a SX12. Factor 55 Ultra hook, some Amazon yellow shackles just to match the Jeep. eBay headlights, like they're like $200 headlights or whatever. You can see our full hydro cooler is mounted right there. And then we are running hood pins and Motobilt Highline 0-inch flare fenders. So for axle setup, up front, we have a 2007 Super Duty 60 axle. It's got stock shafts in it. ARB air locker, 538 gears, Motobilt diff cover that you can see is already taken a good hammering. Motobilt full truss up here, PSC full hydro, 8-inch ram. It's their 4.0 TJ kit. All mounted up nice. And then King 2-inch by 14-inch coilovers with remote reservoirs. Up front, we're running a 250/200 spring rate, and we've got about 5 inches of up travel as it sits currently. Adding to that, we've got the Motobilt high freaking steering knuckle, Motobilt coilover mount, and then we've got the Genrite hoops up front here, Motobilt aluminum inner fenders, and Harbor Freight rock lights. For tires, we're running a 40 by 1350 by 17 Maxxis Razor DOT tire and 17 by 9 KMC Grenade beadlocks in 8-on-6.5. The entire Jeep was converted to 8-on-6.5, including the Super Duty 60, which is usually an 8-on-170. So let's keep going. Stock Super Duty 60 brakes, Tom Woods custom drive shafts. As you guys can see from the side here, that's where our orbital is mounted. It's welded right onto the side of the coil hoop here. I just custom fabbed a little stubby shaft to the steering wheel. As far as our links go up front, we're running a 4-link, triangulated 4-link in the front, no track bar, no trailing arms, nothing like that. 2-inch by 250 wall dom on the bottom, 1 3/4 by 250 wall dom on top. Rod ends, the whole 9 yards. As you can see, our ARB air lines running up, hydro lines and brake lines are all right on this upper link right here running up. Moving on to the side of the Jeep, we've got the Motobilt tub armor, Motobilt boat sides, which have absolutely saved this Jeep. Motobilt Highline rear upper fenders. We have got a Rubicon Express belly pan. That's what this whole Jeep was based off of. I think those are ballistic fab upper body mounts, and that's got an 1.25 inch body lift built into it already. Remember guys, when we started this Jeep renovation, we had to redo the entire frame. We had to redo all the floors, everything. So we've got hours and hours and hours of just rust repair on this Jeep. Speaking of that, the frame is a 2004 TJ frame. It's all new from what it used to be. So moving on to the back here, we did not back half. It's probably coming in the future, but we've got our Genrite upper tower mounts, a ton of custom fab underneath, including the rear bumper. That is a 2x4 250 wall box tube, just cut at an angle and flushed into the frame. And then as you guys can see, looking up here, all kinds of aftermarket gussets and supports for those Genrite towers. But this is the infamous 14-bolt rear axle. We're running a Barnes truss on this one just because it's very small and simple and easy. 538 gears, ARB air locker, and our Motobilt diff covers, which are taking abuse already. Same setup in the back, 2.0 by 14 king coilovers. Down here, we're running a 200/100 spring rate with about 5 inches of up travel. Genrite's mounts and lug nut 4x4 disc brake conversion in the back, stock rotors and all that stuff. Continuing on in the back, we've got a 4-link, triangulated 4-link in the back. Same setup as the front, 2-inch by 250 wall Dom, and then 1.75 by 250 wall Dom, ARB airline and brakes all running up that. We also have our Motobilt 14-bolt pinion protection and Tom Woods drive shafts. Underneath the Jeep, we've got an NV3550 paired up with an NP241J Rubicon TJ transfer case out of an 03. That's for that 4-to-1 gear reduction and a little cheaper price than Atlas wanted for a transfer case.
Thing's sweet, dude. Badass Jeep. Love to see it.
Thanks, Luke. Factory soft top. Smoked taillights. They're just a round taillights. And then we've got the Motobilt fold down tailgate and our custom fab work in the back there. Opening up the back door, just so since we're here, we've got a Motobilt 15-gallon fuel cell and a PRP back seat. Love the setup so far. It's worked good the first time we went out. Same thing on the passenger side. Moving on to the interior, we'll just start passenger here. We've got custom PRP seats. These are heated seats, carbon fiber, outlier, and solar yellow. On the inside, Genrite mounts to the factory seat hold downs. Motobilt boat side reinforcement armor comes in here. And we've got Raptor liner on the tub. We try to keep most of the factory look in the dash for now. We're gonna do something custom in the future, just waiting for now. But we'll move on to the driver's side. So onto the driver's side, we've got a PRP quick remove steering wheel, the American flag emblem in the front. Same PRP seat setup, PRP harnesses. That is our PRP rear seat and Sadie's little car seat, as well as the Motobilt Highline inner fenders, as you can see, boxed up much higher to allow for those coil towers to fit in there. Then we've got a Genrite cage with all the options. It's got the X bars, the back seat bar, V bar, all that good stuff. Got to have the Send It and the No Problem and Problem stickers. We went ahead and mounted a Polaris Razor rear view mirror in this thing just to give access to be able to see in the back. The infamous rock shifter is still in existence here. 3D printed switch panel. Ooh, if I can get a good view of it. We got a couple boat USB chargers in here. Left heated seat, or driver's side heated seat, passenger side heated seat, dome light, light bar, rock lights. This one's empty. That one I believe is empty. that's our cooling fan now. Since we've got electric fans, we want to just be able to switch the switch on and have it on whenever we want. And then our ARB air locker set up there. Also have a battery kill switch right here, and Mob Armor mounts holding our phones and our gear. We're running portable rugged radios in here, so we've got a little 3D printed rugged radio holder that pops in, and you can just have your radio right there. That thing's super handy. And yeah, that is the interior. Moving on to the engine bay, you will see the stock 4.0 liter. We've got our support bar for our hoops in the front, electric fans for cooling, custom Amazon little coolant reservoir, which has actually worked out really well. It's got a little sight glass on the side of it and everything, which is nice too. ARB air compressor right here with the inflation kit, PSC reservoir, PSC check valve, and then you can see the orbital and the power steering pumps all right there. Put an auxiliary fuse box right here just for all of our lights, as well as wired everything. The switch is power just right here stubbed off, so if we want power to switch 3, we just hook up to this wire and we've got it. That master cylinder is a 2000 Ram 3500 dually Gather, or master cylinder, sorry. And then some custom brake work, obviously. The only thing you have to do with this is put a longer rod on. It's just the screw end of it. You can make this master cylinder work. We just cut the intake, made it smaller. Got the PSC pump right there. So you can see our Kings come into the cab here. A little custom fuse box cover. We've got our electrical box ports, or if you want, you know, extra ports for electric. Motobuilt Optima battery holder right there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a stock under the Jeep, or under the hood deal at least. So yeah, that is our 2000 Jeep Wrangler TJ Kubicon, and a good overview on what it's got. I just made it sound really short, really simple, and really sweet, and it's crazy because it's taken us 3 years to get to this point, and just so much time, so many hours in the garage working on it. And you know, it's exciting to see the Jeep come to fruition like this, and really just, it's definitely a sacred moment, that's for sure. This video is a video I've wanted to make for a really long time, and I'm really excited to see your guys' reactions to it. So it's a cool build, cool story, and yeah, just a cool Jeep. So we are going to be doing all kinds of wheeling this year. It's going to be a very hectic year for this thing. It's going to get a lot of time put on it, a lot of tests run through it. So we're excited. Stay tuned, guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. If you want to see something in more depth on this Jeep, let me know, and I might make a video about it just to fill you guys in. So cool. We'll talk to you and catch you on the next one. See you guys later.